go. Okie dokie. Doop doop doop. Let's see. How about that? All right. Excuse me. Whew. Oh, hey. Sure, give me a second. Alright. So I'm using this bullet. I'll replace it next level, obviously. Here's my gun. 1 10% and 5 60%. Earrings, working on them. Hat, replaceable. Same with this overall, which is fine for now. Pretty good. Not bad. This is not bad either. I got it cheap because it was just 2 failed. Like, I only had 3 slots and I scrolled it. It was good. Decent gloves, not amazing. Pretty good shoes. Better later. Pretty good stuff. Probably not the strongest level 69 gunslinger, but definitely a pretty strong one since I'm hitting, 2Ks on wolves. Still not amazing with the movement tech. I'm better at it than I was. Kind of. Invisible shot and recoil. I mean, you gotta max out wings, obviously. Let's see. You do gun mastery first, then invisible shot, recoil and wings kind of next. Otherwise, gun booster. I put 2 points in gun booster pretty early because you can just auto buff. Then gun booster. Then you want to do blank shot. Blank shot will help you early on in third job, and even later in a third job since it can stun. Bomb is kind of bad. I mean, to be fair, blank shot's also kind of bad, but it has utility at least. You know, bang. It's not as good as like a blizzard on a sniper. It's good. I don't think so. I mean, once you have flamethrower, you're gonna probably be using that even with 1 point in it, right? You'll use it along with that so you can stun enemies. Maybe if there were some harder maps that were actually really good that Outlaw or Gunslinger could utilize that aren't out at the moment, like something in Mulung possibly, then maybe it could be worth it to cheese out better damage without having to take as much damage, right? Like going to Death Teddies early or something, but you just don't do enough damage for that to really be worth it. Maybe if you were ultra mega funded and had some really OP gear, then it would be worth it. But generally no, it doesn't do enough damage. Maxed out, it does 120% versus, thank you, versus 170, right? So 50% less damage. Not really worth it. My wife just brought me hot chocolate. That was nice of her. I will try it. I want to see. Is it good? Is it too hot? No, it is good. It is perfect hot chocolate. I will say again, thank you, wife. You are good. Thank you, wife. I think she's a keeper. But no, invisible shot can be good utility. Better once you hit third jump. It's still not amazing. Oh yeah, you want to max out flamethrower as fast as possible. You'd think the triple shot, but like, no. You should do flamethrower immediately, especially if you have the flame blaze capsule thing. Like, it's just too good. You want it to be capped as soon as possible. I think it's like blaze, or the flamethrower, and then like the ice thing, and then you do the triple shot or something. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check, like, a guide. But I'm pretty sure that's that for Artale. I think. It's something like that, right? I'm not an expert, really. I never played a gunslinger in an old school version. Usually, because if I was joining a private server, it's because the private server had Aran. And if it didn't have Aran, it probably didn't have Pirate. Because I did try out a couple of the popular ones back in the back a long time ago, and then I just didn't play Pirate back then. I played Fire Poison, and then School got to become too much because children, and then came back when Aran was released, and I played Aran. So I missed out on playing Pirates, not that I was super interested. But now with a lack of content and choices, you know, the only other classes that I wanted to play were, you know, Sniper, which I did, and Paladin, because it was buffed. I don't know. I'm still flaking a second because I'm gonna have a sip of that hot chocolate while it's still hot. Good stuff. Who leveled up? I do. If you're more funded and can clear the 3 platforms, as well as the lower platform every once in the ground level every once in a while, since it kind of is spread out, then Hector's will be, at least Coldfield 2, will be better experience in general than Cargo's. But only if you're clearing. Cargo's is better if you're not clearing. I'm usually clearing, though. It's also more fun. Because unlike well, cargoes, you just go up and down ropes, right? Which is boring. Here, you do this shit. That's fun. Jumping across chasms like that is fun. You still got a couple ropes to go up when you go down to the bottom platform, you go up to this next one. But I think it's more fun. It's also more fun logging in and immediately having a map, right? And not having to, you know, hop channels and hope and pray for a map. And probably not getting one and then coming back to Hector's anyway. Oh yeah. Snowflake. The mobility of Gunslinger makes this map more fun. Not that it's really that fun after, you know, 20 levels, but unless you're buying your Blaze capsule, you'll probably be at Cellians until level 70 if you're playing a Gunslinger. If not, Red Drakes, which don't have a very good spawn rate. Yeah. I might have given up too, but I got mine at 53, 54, in the 50s. No, actually, I think I got it at 55, yeah. I started at 43. Yeah, I got it at 55. To be fair, that was luck, though. Very unlikely. I probably wouldn't have given up. I'd probably still be there. I wouldn't even be 69 yet. I'd probably be, like, 64 or 65. How slow the leveling is there. God knows I'm not paying 100 mil for fucking bullet. Too expensive. Drop rate is just too low. Cool. Hammer. Is it good? No. It's bad. Ah! Sometimes that happens. Hot chocolate again. My wife has an espresso machine, a good one, because she loves espresso and loves coffee. Likes making her own coffee drinks. I don't like coffee, so she made me a hot chocolate. It is tasty. Perfect for a cold night as it is tonight. Hello, Bote. Good to see you. Let's restart this. Wait, what? That's weird. I wish I liked coffee. I just don't. I wish I liked every food. Yes. And hamburgers and food. I like hamburgers, as Bote has pointed out. We went Thanksgiving shopping today. So I ended up streaming a little later than I wanted to. I wanted to start at 5, and so I started at nearly 6. Sensitive to caffeine? Caffeine makes me tired. I don't mind it in soda, but I don't drink coffee. Not because it makes me feel weird, I just don't like the flavor of coffee. I like the flavor of coffee with sweetener in it. But then I'm just drinking a bunch of sugar, and I don't really need that. I don't really crave that, I don't want it. I don't need the caffeine. It doesn't do what it should do. Never has for me. So in the morning, I raw dog life with a bunch of water. It's just how it goes. Yeah, caffeine makes me more tired. Soda doesn't, but I mean, I'm sure that's just the amount of sugar that's in it. I like coffee ice cream. I like coffee desserts like tiramisu. Things with coffee flavor are tasty, but then again, it's not actually, you're not really tasting coffee per se. Buckle up, it's going to take about an hour and 20 minutes, and then I can get an Outlaw update, get my job advancement. Hour and a half maybe. Two hours at most, probably. Does it? This is the music that came along with the Big Bang update. It was also KMS's theme for the longest time, so people in Korea will recognize this theme much more than we GMS players, but it was around for a minute until the GMS players rioted and said, no, we want our original music back. I like this theme, though. This theme is really nice. Is it also the login music in Maplestory M? That's really funny. It's funny that they used the 2010 Maplestory music for and KMS's main Maplestory theme for Maplestory M. Funny. I wouldn't expect. What was it? HP. Something for HP. Yeah, earring HP. Who knows? Maybe it's worth Mesa. I doubt it's worth a ton, but maybe 100k at most if I'm lucky. Every little bit counts. Speaking of every little bit counts, here's another 100k right here. Look at that. Bam, 100k. It's crazy how expensive snowflakes are now. Criminally crazy. Really, that 165k now. They were 100k like 2 days ago. The last time I spent any Meso on them, they were 65k, and that was a week and a half ago. This inflation in this mushroom game is crazy. Someone needs to make Maplestory great again, and cut taxes on the rich in Maplestory. That way, trickle down economics, something, we make more Mesa, right? Is that how that works? I mean, Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, cryptocurrency mentality. Invest in Snowcoin. Well, that's good. The fact that you got enough Meso out of some snowflakes to afford your capsule. How much did you pay for the capsule, by the way? Last time I checked, they were 100 mil. $88. That's not bad. I saw them on the market for 60 mil the other day. Crazy. If I had had the Mesa, I would have bought one then. And then immediately resold it for 100. Jeez. Some people just don't know the value of a Blaze Castle. Yeah, he should have grabbed it. That was really underpriced. Even a week and a half ago, that was like... I think a week and a half ago they were going for 150 mil. So whoever was trying to sell it for 33 was insane. I mean, it's worth it. They're not very expensive if you can find it for under 20 mil. For bossing, All you need is the regular bullet. You don't need the glaze capsule. The glaze capsule is for alternative grinding spots. Mostly group grinding. So if you wanted to join a party and grind in a group at alternative spots, once you have the skill that uses it maxed out. Really? It's a bit early. I'm sure it's expensive, but I can't imagine it more expensive than the Blaze Capsule just due to the utility of that particular weapon. Plus the 90 bullet isn't really worth that much in terms of end game, right? I think it's a +2 attack bonus on top of what you get from Blaze Capsule. Yeah, it's a transitionary bullet. You don't really use the 91. You use the 121. That's probably fair. Yeah, the 35 million is probably fair. There aren't very many on the market, if any. Absolutely not. No one wants. If it was the 120 bullet, 100+ mil is probably accurate since it's your bossing bullet. But for the transitionary bullet, the level 90, which most people like, I guess maybe if you're doing Papulatus, the 90 bullet is worth it at the moment, because I don't think there's any way to get the 120 bullet. And even if there is, it's probably not even dropped yet because no one's hunting it. So the 90 bullet is probably worth it for Papulatus at the moment. But once 4th job hits and we have more areas that it can drop, no, the 120 bullet's the one you want. You want the Blaze Capsule and the 120 bullet for end game. For transitionary gaming, the Glaze bullet can be worth it if you want to use that particular skill and grind with friends. Since Flamethrower isn't exactly conducive to party play. Flamethrower, I mean, if I said that wrong. But 35 mil is probably right. In the current market, like this bolt that I've got, the level 50 bullet, was going for 6 mil. It's probably only really worth like 4. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think that, Invisible Shot is a little slower than it should be. I think if it attacks 200 milliseconds faster, it would be way more enjoyable for not a huge increase in damage. But I think with a bit of funding, it's really good. If you're not funded, it's pretty weak. It needs the funding to be strong, really. You need the high attack work glove. You need a pretty good gun with a large amount of attack on it. Like my gun is good until level 80, right? This guy, 72, is pretty good. Like this level 80 gun has less attack. Above average level 90 gun starts at 72 attack, so it's really good, right? I could probably wait until level 90 for my next gun. Do better than level 81, but that depends on how fast the 70s go, right? If leveling is super fast. Yeah, I saw your 74. Did you buy it? You had to have bought it, right? Because you're not level 60 yet. How much did you buy it for? It must have been expensive. Only 8 million. Seriously. That cheap, huh? That's surprising, actually. You can probably resell it when you're done using it for 10 mil. If not 12, if you're lucky, maybe 15. I'd list it for 13. I'm gonna list mine for 10. Only 8 mil, wow. Actually, pretty surprising. I almost forgot I had hot chocolate. Oh my goodness. I need to drink some of that. Yes, I will do that. I scrolled mine on stream. Not that. It is. I got 5 60%, and it was fine. And then I just threw a 10% on it right at the very end, and it worked. Thankfully. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that great. It's good until 80, if not 90, depending on how that's what I'm thinking. I would imagine it's probably good until 90. I mean, and above, like, the highest attack power you'll find on a level 90 gun in the market, right? Since most people won't sell anything higher than a certain attack power, is 72 for the level 90 gun. Yours is 74, right? So if you want to find a clean one to scroll yourself, it's going to cost 3 to 5 mil for a good... Oh, Cape Decks. Very good. 100 mil, 1 mil right there. Easy money. To scroll yourself, it'll cost like 3 mil for a clean one, 3 to 5 for 72 attack. So it's less than your current gun. And you'd have to get lucky with the scrolling to make it good. I mean, if you watched Dino the other day, he had to... Of course, he has really bad scrolling luck, but he threw... How many 10% at a mall, at a mithril mall on his new paladin before just one succeeded? I think he bought 10 of them. 11? I think it was more than 10, right? Because it was bad luck. Anything good? Anything above average? No. Blue Alchemy, not a very good one. No. No. That's fine. So I'm just contemplating in my head. It depends on how fast I level, but I might scrap that for a level 90 gun if leveling speed is high enough, and I think it might be. I heard something around the 45-minute mark in the mid-70s to an hour and a half by 90 for a level, right? Which is nothing. Yep, something like that. An hour and a half for a level at like level 90 is nothing. It takes me an hour and a half now, more than an hour and a half now. We'll be at Phantom Watches for a very long time until something else comes out. I know there's this Skelegeddon grind once Leafree comes out, since they are very weak to fire. That'll be a good amount of EXP when that comes out. Come on, turn. Thank you. As long as you can survive getting hit. Since Skelegeddons will hit harder than Himes. I hate how it stops at the top and you have to... Yoy. Okay. So there's a bunch of good grinding spots that aren't out yet. But... yeah. There's some pretty good pirate overalls, though most of them are pretty strength heavy, so they'll favor strength over dexterity, which is unfortunate, but it's still better than a sauna robe, since they'll have at least some dexterity and strength is always good. The more strength you have, the more HP you'll have when you level up, I believe, which is nice. Yeah, I want one of those as well. I mean, mine is pretty good, right? It's not a 17 dex, it's the equivalent of a 15 dex with +2 strength. I got it for... Actually, I bought a terrible overall. That overall was much worse than it looks. It was 4 dex, 2 strength, with 2 slots. That's what it was when I bought it. There were no other options on the marketplace at the time. So I bought it, and I threw 2 10%s, and they both succeeded. It is both great and sad that it was on such a terrible overall. I could have had something godly on my hands, but no. Good luck comes to those who are stupid. Because it was insane luck. I would have already replaced it a long time ago if the expected had happened and they both failed. I also scrolled my shoes myself. They were... I mean... I was trying to sell them for some ungodly amount. Because they were 2 successful 10%s, and it still had 5 slots left. Which means the first two uses of a 10% scroll on it were successes. So it was probably worth much more than it's worth now. But no one wanted to buy it. Obviously. So I decided to fuck it. I just threw 5 10%s on it. And one of them stuck, which is good enough. Makes it worth about 20 mil. Technically. I'll probably sell it for 15 when I find a better shoe. Or when I scroll a better shoe. More like. Since I like doing things myself, for the most part. I'll let you know, sure. I'll give you the guildy discount. I'll sell it to you for, let's say 10 mil. When I get something better. I'll probably change it out around level 80-ish. I think that's when I can get a better shoe. And start scrolling it. At least something comparable. Well, you know. 6 dexes aren't worth that much. I think you can get them for like $1 mil now. But you don't see the 9 dexes on the market very often for the low-level shoes. I did sell my God shoe, my Bowman God shoe. I got 75 mil out of it. It was a 13 dex shoe for Bowman. Very good shoe. Similar to this one, 3 10% successes. The difference was it was an above average 4 dex shoe, so it became 13. I sold it for funding for later. I didn't need such a good shoe on a character I'm not going to use very often. And by the time I use it, it might no longer be best in slot. It's best in slot. It would be best in slot right now, based on how much dex it has, without being extraordinarily lucky. But I'm not playing that at the moment. If anything good comes out, it'll be best in slot, right? If they released Face Stompers, for example, they would be immediately best in slot because they start with 1 or 2 deck. I think 2 attack, which is the equivalent of, I think 6 main stat, if not 12. I forget if 1 attack equals 6 main stat or 3 main stat. Of course, Face Stompers being good is mainly due to them being fodder for Chaos Scrolls. And I believe the devs of this game have stated they have no interest in bringing Chaos Scrolls to it, which is a good thing. They also look cool. But they're best in slot only because they have a couple attack power on it. It makes them better than most shoes you can get. I don't think they're overpowered without Chaos Scrolls. They just barely beat out. The difference is you make them, right? They're like a quest reward making thing, maker tool skill thing, bob, whatever. Which means they can't get better stats through randomness. So you could still get a much better random drop pretty regularly-ish, right? Since this server can go plus or minus 9 plus or minus 9 with random drops. So there is some semblance of a chance that you could get, say, a shoe whose average is 4 dex, for example, but instead you get 13 dex clean, right? Very unlikely, but that would be, the best shoe that job could have. Whatever the job is, bowman, gunslinger, what have you. Disregarding any other ones. So the Face Stompers are only overpowered because of Chaos Scrolls. Same with other things that have, I mean, there is one ITCG item that I can think of off the top of my head that is just overpowered in general. That being the gloves. What are they called? Have a little lightning bolt on it. I forget what they're called, but they have 5 attack. Base. Storm Masters, right? And they start with 5 attack, so very overpowered. They would just be best in slot no matter what. It doesn't matter the drops. I think Face Stompers are fine without Chaos Scrolls. Chaos Scrolls are in the server. No. Do not release any. Do not release the Pink Adventurer Cape, and do not release Face Stompers, and definitely don't release Stormcasters, which should not be in the game anyway, because overpowered. They're a GMS thing. I don't mind them. I'm just not a fan of that kind of thing where it's like everyone is going for one build and that's it. To be fair, everyone is still going for one build. But it makes the diversity so low, right? You're not trying to 10% things and do things interestingly. You're just, okay, give me Stormcaster, and get a 10% to succeed, and a bunch of 60% attacks, or get a bunch of Chaos Scrolls and hope and pray for something really ridiculous, which can happen. Right? It can happen. It's plus or minus 5. Random stat. Hit the Stormcasters with it, and you could immediately do one scroll and have a 10 attack Stormcaster. Stupid. Or low roll and have a 0 attack Stormcaster. I've seen that happen. It's very funny. But it makes endgame scrolling boring. Another thing to sell, more fodder. No, wrong way. I guess it's time for more hot chocolate. Yum. Tasty, tasty hot chocolate. I am now out of hot chocolate. Anyone remember this song? Such a good grinding. Yeah, most of the music in Maplestory goes hard for no reason. Maplestory has amazing music. I'm excited to go to this map someday to grind. This map is a lot of fun to grind at. It would bring together much higher level players with much lower level players. So they could grind efficiently while the higher level players went after the little field bosses. So good. So fun. Who knows when we'll be getting, can't think of the name. Showa Town. At some point. I was thinking Shue. That's not right. That's wrong. Showa Town. Thank you, Larry Gold. I appreciate the praise. Red arrows, yes, but I believe in this version, red arrows are upgrades. So you have to have the arrows that you have to make yourself first, and that's an ingredient for the upgrade to red arrows, which are 4 attack. Which again, still not worth it because they're also just as hard to make as the other arrows. And you need the other arrows for them. So who was the guildie who went through all the trouble to make the arrows? They're gonna have to do that too. I think they're already collecting the materials for it, which... No. It's not worth it. Maybe it was... No, Vaft is a... Well, was it Vaft? Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. It might not have been Vaft. It might have been... Where's the higher level? Priest, Brawler, Sniper. It might have been Coobs. I don't think it was Vaft. I think it might have been Coobs. Maybe. Might have been Coobs. Really need to figure out how to link Twitch chat and YouTube chat together. That way, both chats can interact with one another. Not that I get very much Twitch chat. Most of the people who come to the stream come from YouTube, and it's mostly guild mates, which is fun. Restream bot? That'd be something like that. I'll figure it out. I just have to Google it and figure things out. I'm not very good at it. I'm good at other things. Due to my previous profession of animation. I can do cartoons, I can do video editing, I can do sound design, I can do photography. I can do thumbnails, like the one that I use for this stream. I only made the one. I should make a couple more. And I didn't even really make it either. I just cut out Ron and a gun clip. It's not really a skill set. Anyone can throw a burger on a grill. Whether or not it's good, debatable. I wouldn't call it a skill. I meant more an artistic skill, something. I think that person on Twitch was a bot. A phishing bot, probably. I think I've had 2 of those appear before, though it's hard to tell with the other one. I can't imagine there aren't phishing bots on Twitch trying to get new streamers to do stupid things. Yo, great streamer, your gameplay is awesome. Actually, yo, great streamer, you gameplay is awesome. Capital A, no period. I will like to be your fan and watch you every of your stream. Please add me up on Discord. Uh-huh. Definitely not a phishing bot. Definitely not. I appreciate the praise, even if it's from a bot. Because guess what? I know I'm awesome. Also, hello! Hello, Steffi. Very good to see you. Yes, level 69. Isn't that nice? Ooh, I got a crossbow. Is it good? No. In fact, that crossbow is pretty bad. It'll look better once it's equipped. Soon, 60% more. And then I can get it out of my fucking inventory. Just cluttering at the damn thing. Sell my old bullet for whatever it's worth now. I bought it for 5 mil. Might be worth more, might be worth less. I don't know. What am I listening to? Oh, right. No, I'm gonna skip this. Fuck this. Why is this on my playlist? How do I skip you? That's why. There it is. Ah. Speaking of Showa Town. I think this is the old Showa Town game. Didn't they? No, this is right. I'm just misremembering it. I wonder when we'll be getting Showa Town. There's a lot of things I need to release. What do we got? We got... Wait, what? Announcements. Server maintenance on the 25th. New party quests. Party PQ is now available. Why am I streaming right now when Numulong is coming to... Damn it. I'm already going to be level 70, damn it. I could have trained there for my last level tomorrow. I don't care. PPQ isn't that fun. EXP is that. Well, actually, I take that back. PPQ is actually one of the more fun party quests. But also, it's not that much XP. You're right. I take back what I said. It's not a bad party quest. In fact, I think it's more enjoyable than most. I like its linear design, going left to right the whole time, mostly fighting mobs. It's fun. Doesn't give that much experience though. OPQ fucking sucks. OPQ has better music, that's it. OPQ feels like it was designed to be similar to LPQ. I don't know if OPQ came up before LPQ, but it feels that way. Either OPQ is designed with LPQ in mind, or LPQ is designed to be a better OPQ. It's one or the other. Not sure which. That's what I thought. So OPQ was designed with OPQ in mind, right? OPQ was designed with LPQ in mind, using the same design formula with some of the new toys that they came up with since its launch, and they made an objectively worse PQ. Yes, it has decent experience. Does it have as good rewards? No, but I'd argue both of them have pretty lackluster rewards. I mean, getting a face accessory early is decent, but that's only really good if it's an older server, right? When you can actually get face accessory scrolls that are worthwhile. Crossbowman. Sniper. I sold their boots recently. It's no longer my main though. This is gonna be my main now since you know, because of that. It's like getting Ilby to drop and not maining an assassin, right? Like if Ilby dropped for you, it's like the universe is saying, hey, you should play an assassin. To be fair, though, if Ilby did drop, I'd probably just sell him. bought your bullet. Mine was a natural drop. $85. I got to 85. I haven't touched it since 85, really. The level 70 grind is very slow. Their EXP rate, or their damage isn't that high in the third job. It's decent. It's not the worst class, looking at you, Brawler. But it's definitely low down in terms of damage. You can't use their main mobbing skill until level 90. Oh yeah, I scrolled my weapons. I tend to scroll my own weapons whenever I play classes in this game. Like if Aran comes out, I know for a fact I'm gonna be scrolling my own pole arms, right? But I got a decent crossbow on my crossbowman, level 81. For crossbowman? Crossbow scrolls? I mean, they're not that cheap, right? I think they're like... Yeah, I suppose. But level 70 to... Well, I guess. Actually, it would be better. The level 70 range in crossbowman fucking sucks. You can't use your main mobbing skill until level 90, really. Since it does less damage than your old mobbing skill until around level 90. Because you have to max a 30 stat point skill and a secondary 20 point skill. You need 50 points to max out your main mobbing skill, and even then it's only 30 or 40% more attack than your previous mobbing skill. It's not that much. It's not that significant. It's probably better to go Blizzard at first and then respec your points later, since you can max out Blizzard faster, and you do want to max out Blizzard, because then you can go to Banes. It's not as good as being a Paladin at Banes, but it is better than most options you get in the little 80s. So I would say PPQ to 80, if you can. 70 to 80. That would be easier than the grind. And then Banes to 90. Then respec into... Yeah, so I'll do PPQ to 80 from 70. Or at least to 78. And then maxing out Blizzard. I'm trying to think of anything else you need to max out other than Blizzard. I think there might be one other thing. And then you... All you need is one respec. I would recommend it. Otherwise, your level 80 to 90 will be hell. So you're gonna want to do 80 to 90 at Banes using Blizzard, respec into Arrow Eruption and Mortal Blow, and then go to Spirit Vikings. There's safe spots at Spirit Vikings. You can technically go there starting at 80, but the EXP is way slower than Banes until level 90. I would say it's not even really worth it. Of course, level 85 to 90 is still hell because it's really, really slow. Which is why I stopped playing it. I don't have incentives to keep playing it, right? If 4th job was out, 4th job sniper looks rad as hell. in Artale. So I would absolutely still be playing it if fourth job was happening. But with no fourth job, I have no incentive to get it to level 120. So I went with this. A class that I can get to 120 really stupidly. Oh yeah, the snipe changes, just amazing. And I've always liked their mobbing skill in fourth job, a lot of fun. They hit like a truck. Like super, super easy grinder. Not as easy as, obviously, this. Exactly, right? Right, like, I don't feel... Even with this class, I don't feel the motivation to get it really to past 100. But because the grinding is so easy on this class, I can probably just play it until 120 and be fine. Here, the grinding past level 100 on a pirate is like the grinding from level 80 to 90 on any other class, so it's not that bad at all. And that's without optimal grinding spots in that level range. Yes, 1x. I would prefer it just to be 2x the whole time, honestly. If a server came out with Aran and 1x the whole time, I would probably play that server anyway. But I would prefer a server that has 2x the whole time, as well as Artale's balance changes. I don't think it's a huge deal. Like, 2x the whole time isn't a huge deal, really. I know there's people that want a truly vanilla experience, and I want them to have that experience, because I don't want them to... I want them to have that experience and be able to play the game they want to play. I also don't want them to be toxic in my not as vanilla server, inflaming people for wanting a not vanilla server. Like me. What I want is something like the Artale changes in a 2x the whole time server. If not 3x is fine. 2x is probably better. 3x would be fine, but I wouldn't want it higher than that. That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people will say, like people who are waiting for Maple Land, which is most likely not coming to the West. They have stated they have no interest in bringing Maple Land to the West. But people who are waiting for Maple Land to come out, like, respect for waiting for what you want. But in my opinion, I don't think most people actually truly know what they're hoping for. They're remembering a game that no longer exists in a time period of their life that they don't have anymore, with all of the free time they used to have that they no longer have. And it is too much of a commitment for most people. Now, there are some people who can definitely do that, right? Many people will have that kind of time to devote to a game for very long periods of time, doing whatever. Artale has made changes to classes that make the classes a lot better, right? There are classes that were basically never played in old school. Paladin, for example. Sniper, for example. Gunslinger was fine, but it wasn't really played that much because Bowmaster was just better gunslinger, right? Balance changes are important. I don't mind it having to use. I have never seen a private server, let alone a official server like this, which is pretty much official, use a system where you automatically pick stuff up. I like that a lot. I think that is a great change. However, if there was a vanilla server that came out that had Aran, I would probably go there. I would go anywhere that has Aran, essentially. Oh, it's fine. I don't care. In fact, Steffi, you see how I have 50 of them left, right? I have 50 snowflakes left. Right? I have 50 left. Come on, do it. There we go. Yeah? Okay. Snowflake, yes, please. Let's get some more. Yeah, there we go. That's another couple mil right there. Holy shit. Very good. Tasty, tasty snowflake. Yes. How about that? Whoops, out of NX. Okay, now I have 116. That should last me a while. That lasts me a bit. I probably won't be using them past level 70 because Flamethrower is just so OP. I'm not going to spend all 7 mil of what I have right now on snowflakes and get maybe 20 of them. I don't know what it is, however much. Fuck that. I'm just gonna buy them. I don't mind putting $20 here or there into a game that I'm actively playing. Somewhat. Yep. If you have the Blaze Capsule, it's just as good as being a poison mist fire poison mage. Now, as I said earlier, I would switch to any server that had Aran, as long as the changes weren't dog shit. Like, I wouldn't want to join an Aran server that had like 8 times experience, right? Like, what's the point in the game? End game bossing? I'm not a big bossing fan. I like grinding. Aran is really fun, and I want to be able to grind it and actually feel accomplished for getting it to a high level and be the best Aran in the server. Every single server that I have joined that was new, or for private servers, right, that had Aran in it, and I've only joined a handful of them, right, new servers that had Aran. Because there aren't that many that ever really came out. There was one a few years ago called Dream MS that came out, and it was a lot of fun. Before they wiped, twice, both times, I was the top Aran in the server. Both times. That's how much I like Aran. I will, if they release Aran in this server, I would be surprised if I did not maintain the top Aran, or at least top 3 Arans in the server. If Artale had Aran, as an example, right? And if a server dropped that was 1x and no other changes and it just had Aran in it or whatever, I would play that. My wife in Aran clothes. My wife is the whitest woman you will ever meet. She is Polish, long black hair, and the personality Well, I'm not going to comment on that. I like her. She's great. But she is a far cry away from Aran. Fun fact, Aran was originally a man. In their original release, he was a dude with a mohawk, which I thought was lame as fuck, but I loved the class. When they changed it to be a woman after the Big Bang update, I thought that was rad. Aran is a baddie. As some kids would say, she is a muscle mommy. And I'm happy with that. I'm good with that. I can live with that. He had a white mohawk and a goatee. I don't think he had a mustache. I think he just had the like chin beard, like the small chin beard. Very interesting character design. I'm glad they changed Aran into a woman after Big Bang. She's much cooler looking. Her design is much better. New Aran sucks though. The recent update that came out, it fucking sucks. So I can't even play Aran even if I wanted to. Even if I wanted to go into GMS and play an Aran. No, that doesn't exist anymore. Not the way that I want to play it. Modern Maple is fine. I just am very upset with their change to Aran. I don't main Aran in Reboot. The modern version of Aran isn't my favorite version of Aran. My favorite version of Aran is the old version of Aran. My favorite Aran attacks are the main 3-swing spam followed by a fucking bear. It's fine. I don't mind it. But my favorite version of Aran is 3-swing bear. You know? That's what I want. And I can do that with modern Aran, but it's not exactly optimal. The optimal way is to spam Beyonder Blade and throw Pikachu at them. Over and over again. You know. I don't want to be a monster tamer. There's already a class for that. Yes, it's optimal. Do I want to do that? No. I want to smack people with a giant axe and then throw a bear at them. That's what I want to do. Maybe on occasion I'll throw them into the sky and then throw a bear at them. But no, they had to add more mythological creatures and then get rid of the bear? I can't believe they did that. They got rid of the bear. The bear has been there since day one of Aran, and they got rid of the bear. I will never play modern Aran. Fuck that. Not unless they change it back. I've gone on a tangent on how they could have revamped it in a way that would have kept its identity and been way cooler. But no, they decided to gut its identity, put real life Chinese mythology into it, and shit out a class that sucks. It's fine, I don't play it anymore. Because I didn't like how they added fucking Beyonder Blade. But a lot of people liked it. The Beyonder Blade change, not the recent change. Most Aran mains hated the change. Not only did they gut its identity and make it shit, they also nerfed it. It wasn't even doing well. And yet they released an update to the class that was a nerf at the same time as making it worse. In terms of theme. Stupid. I hate it when games do that. Anyway, someday I'll be able to play Aran and smack people with a polearm again and throw bears at them. And when that day comes, I will be good at it. And then when that day comes, and people watch my stream, they will be able to hear the song of my people at all times, which is to say, you know, the song of my people. Oh no, this, I find I get more XP here, actually. Not a ton more, but a bit more. It's because I can clear the map, mostly. I can clear the platforms, and then sometimes move to the bottom when it's filled up enough. Plus, it's way more fun because I can do this when it works, when I actually manage to press wings. When I don't misclick and miss wings somehow. Way more fun. Still have to climb a couple ropes, but... Yum yum, another snowflake. Every 10%. Anyway, I am very hopeful that Artale might release Aran at some point. I would love for this to be the server that I remain in. I like Artale a lot. I like the changes. I like the devs and how they handle things for the most part. I wish they're a little bit more vocal with the community. I believe they are actually kind of vocal with the Korean community, actually. But I'd be very happy if this was the place that I could stay. I didn't have to change to a different server at some point because they don't have the class that I want to play. Yeah, I think they do well with talking with the community in Korea. And they do fix stuff fast. And not only do they fix stuff fast, but they also tend to do it without bringing the game down, which is really nice most of the time. Sure, sometimes they take down the auction house for a few hours a day, or 8 hours in a day. That's unfortunate. But I mean, it's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's not as bad as how Nexon runs it sometimes. Just the other day when they did the new update, they had to bring the game down and extend the fucking maintenance even longer, which is hilarious. And then they inadvertently increased the drop rate from some of the bosses. Actually, I think it was all the bosses. And they brought the server down and said, yeah, we're doing an emergency maintenance to address an issue with bosses. And everyone who had noticed that there was an increase in drop rate from the bosses were so happy about it. They were like, oh my god, they increased the drop rate from the bosses? Shadow buff, isn't that great? And then they said, no, that's not what's happening, and then took it away. No, I don't understand them. Nexon. Oof. Not the best company. Fun fact about Nexon, they're the ones who came up with and popularized a very modern MMO thing called the loot box. Thank you, Nexon. I appreciate this bullshit that you came up with. Oh, goodness. To be fair, the first microtransaction that was widespread enough and made enough money was the horse armor from Oblivion. But Nexon came out with the loot box. To be fair, someone else would have come up with it. It's not that huge of a leap of logic. Someone would have come up with it. I'm just happy to be playing a part of history. Oh, goodness. Such a gross business practice. It's fine. I've bought a few in my day. On my main and reboot, I have a really cool name plate thing. In modern Maple, they have a thing where you can equip a ring NX thing that can change your talking bubble, as well as like a design that goes around your character's name, title, or something like that. I don't know if it was called a title; it was something else. But yeah, at one point they had a loot box where you could get a really cool one, and I bought one loot box because I had a little bit of NX, and I got it immediately, and I was very happy about that. Yeah, but they suck. They get rid of your shoes. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking of the other thing. In the NX shop, Artale has those in the NX. Really? Eh. They're kind of cool. The one that I had roses, and it was very rad. And I still have it. That's my main. Okay, wait a minute. Am I in the middle of this? Yes, I am. Let's go back to the beginning. I'm doing Maplestory Jazz. I wanted to start from the beginning. Oh yeah, the clear one. Stupid. I might buy them if they had a rad one. But for clear, I don't care. It'd be nice. Chat bubbles and name tags would be nice. I love the rose one that I have in GMS. That'd be fun, that'd be nice. They released some cool name tags and background thingamabobs in GMS with the new update, Ride or Die, for Aran. And they look cool. It's just Aran sucks. In modern GMS. The new update said. They even finally updated in GMS, the modern one. You know how, I don't know if you know this, but when you make a character that's a explorer, they'll have a little like signpost behind them on the login screen. It's like a little mushroom. And then if you make a resistance, it'll be like a different thing. And if you make a Cygnus Knight, it'll be a different thing. Aran's has always been a little like a bamboo post sign because he woke up in Brienne and it was neat looking. And they changed it to something actually cooler. They took the Maha polearm and made it into this unique thing that looks cool. Too bad the class is not cool. Yeah, they changed it into like the Maha polearm. It looks kind of neat. I wish the class update was actually neat, but no. The bamboo one was neat, but the using Maha as the thing is cooler, actually, in my opinion. I think it's a great change. If the class change was good, it would be cool. It's not. It's just a reminder of what could have been. Actually, it's more like a reminder that it's no longer the same. To be fair. I feel like this is the song, as it is right now, that they are constantly pumping out at Nexon HQ for Maplestory. And it is causing all of their devs to go completely insane. And that's why they keep making really stupid class decisions when they come up with new revamps and everything, and they ruin it. And they're just like, they hear this 24/7, 7 days a week, and like a black company, and it's terrible. And they're like, oh my god, Aran, how do we fuck it up? Sorry. Stupid. That was stupid. I like this version. I wouldn't. If modern GMS shut down, then Maplestory Worlds would probably shut down, to be fair. It would mean it's not popular enough for it to be open. I think it is fine. I think it's pretty good, actually. I think it has a very healthy amount of players, at least in the reboot side, and it has its place and is fun. It is more designed like a mobile game, which I don't like, but it's fine. Kind of. I mean, to be fair, if they just moved Maplestory onto Maplestory Worlds, and then made it like their official doodad bobber thing, I don't know. Making Maplestory Worlds the hub could work technically, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not a dev, I'm an animator. I don't know anything about, well, I don't know very much about coding. I'm not very good at it. I'm very bad at it. In fact, I'm explicitly very bad at coding, so I don't do it. Oh, look at that. I ran out of a snowflake. I should eat another one. If I was good at coding, I wouldn't be playing Artale. I'd be trying to make my own Maplestory server. Oh, and close your eyes. It'll all be okay in the end. Everything will be all right. Solo training with snowflakes is a good thing. I've only sold snowflakes one time. Early on, because I didn't have enough meso to afford pots. I would not do that again if I buy snowflakes from the cash shop. It is for personal use. So I don't see them as meso. I see them as I bought this asset with money, and therefore I should use this asset that I bought with money. Cheap as hell, like fucking 6k per or something like that. 3.5k per use for 8 minutes. guess cheaper than fucking snowflakes. But no, still not cheap. Buy a stack of 100 for stupid. 10 minutes rate attack, whatever. Really expensive. For something inexpensive, it is still very expensive. Yes, these 100 snowflakes that I have here are worth, what? 10 mil? 15 mil? Now, I guess? In comparison to the, if I bought 100 takoyaki, it would be 3 mil, I think, right? But the problem is I don't want to spend 3 mil. I'd rather spend $8 and buy myself a stack of snowflakes. For my own personal enjoyment. Not very often. I didn't need to use snowflakes on my archer, on my sniper. But for the gunslinger, it just doesn't hit hard enough. Once I'm at 30% more, once I'm at the third job and have flamethrower, I probably won't need to use snowflakes. I might need to use it for a couple more levels. But once the flamethrower starts being stupid, I won't need them anymore because it is flat damage. Which is nice. That should be the title of my stream. Watch me waste snowflakes. Hashtag no drama. Aran literally burns money, parentheses, not clickbait. End parentheses. Is that a clickbaity title enough? I'm kidding, I'm not going to... Aran the guns, the Outlaw is better. It adds a little bit of mystique to it. Alright. Aran isn't an outlaw, Aran is a warrior-like class, right? Why would it be an Aran as an outlaw? Maybe I should click on it and see what's going on. Oh, it's just some chuckle flick. I'm not gonna watch this. Click off. About right. Ooh, Raindrop Flower. This is a good song and a great version of it too. I like this version of Raindrop Flower. Raindrop Flower is my morning alarm. That's how much I like Raindrop Flower. I don't use my alarm very often. Cygnus? I like Cygnus. I like modern Cygnus. I main a Nightwalker in GMS. I know Nightwalker is the basic bitch class nowadays, but I've mained it since 2016 when it was not good. Because I liked how it played. I liked the jump attack mechanic. They got rid of the jump attack mechanic, which I don't think is a mistake. I think it's better without. I mean, it is logistically and damage-wise just flat better without it. But I liked the mechanic. I liked being able to time my jump attacks and be good at it. Because I didn't use the little, like, caps lock bullshit thing with the whatever it is, jump attack thing. Used an actual timed out jump attack. It was fun. And AFK map. I mean, they'll probably, if they are going to end up releasing more classes, they'll be releasing Cygnus Knights eventually. I don't know when or if they're going to choose to do Cygnus Knights. Cygnus Knights are technically, excuse me, I think Cygnus Knights are the more divisive of choices. They're essentially more OP versions of the base 5 classes, but with a level 120 cap, right? That's the point. They're supposed to be easier to level up, so you can get like a taste of Maplestory. You don't have to devote as much time to it because they are physically stronger, so you don't have to grind as hard or as often or as long because you're going to get more experience than a normal version of your class, right? I mean, if they're I don't see a reason to have them capped at 120. I think having them capped at 3rd job is good enough, right? Because they're already basically 4th job at 3rd job, just a little bit weaker than a 4th job version. They're just stronger than everyone else up until that point. Allow them to go higher, let them get better equipment, let them do higher level bossing, it's fine. Maybe give them a passive buff at level 120 or something. Some kind of like, here is a medal, and here's little passive buff that gives you some extra attack power for 3 of them, and for 1 of them extra magic attack power for whatever. Just some passive thing that makes them a little bit stronger so they can compete past that point, but nothing huge, right? They're supposed to be the easier class after all, right? So give them something that makes them still strong, but not as strong as the others, right? Still able to compete in endgame, but not actually be as strong as endgame, or at least as interesting as endgame, so you don't get more skills at level 120. That's fine. I mean, Cygnus Knights were higher damage. They did just a shit ton of damage, but that's because they had better skills. They had, like, for example, Nightwalker had the triple throw starting at level 70. Or 60 whenever they leveled up, I forget when. I think it was 70, just like everyone else. Whereas Assassin doesn't get triple throw until level 120. They don't get into 4th job, right? And when they eventually updated it to having triple throw and then quad throw, quadruple throw, they gave them quad throw at level 70. You know, it's like, you know, whatever. It's fine. They don't have as good scaling because they're lower level. So give them a passive skill at level 120 that maybe the passive skill gets stronger as they level up, and it's nothing comparison to being an actual job with a 4th job, but still fun, you know? You'll have an easier time grinding, you'll be able to do endgame a little bit faster, but you won't be as good of a choice as other endgame classes. But other endgame classes will take longer to get there, so it's fine. And then Cygnus comes out, and then after that would be Aran, and then it would be, I believe, Evan is next after that. It might be Dual Blade, but I think Evan came out before Dual Blade. I think Dual Blade was the last class they released before the Big Bang update. I would like to see that happen. But it is a divisive class, right? The Cygnus Knights. Yeah, I thought Debbie was last. And then right when Big Bang hit, it was the same day as Big Bang, they released Wild Hunter and Battle Mage. Same day. It was a release of Big Bang along with 2 new classes. I think they released one other class later that month. I think they should release new classes after the end of everything else is released, right? I don't think they should stop at TV. I'm gonna be perfectly fair with you. I don't know if it should be Resistance. Maybe finish off the heroes and add the other 4 heroes. Maybe finish off the adventurers. No, it's not. I'm not asking for modern Maple. I'm asking for more content. GMS kind of went the wrong way. Right? That was ridiculous. But mechanic was hilarious when it came out. But custom content is great. But I think finish off the heroes, at least with the other 3. I don't think Shade needs to be a thing. Shade was a last-minute addition because they forgot about a pirate hero. So they had to make a 6th hero and be like, oh yeah, everyone forgot he existed. We didn't forget about pirate. Shut up. But no, I release the rest of the heroes. Here's a cool idea. Why don't they release like a what would be the word? A devamp. Give us some devamped characters. What if they took modern Pathfinder and devamped it to make it look and feel like a old school Maplestory class, right? And then give it to fucking archers as the 3rd archer choice, because archers only have 2. Dual blade is already a thing. That's fine. And then pirate, devamped cannoneer to make it look and feel like a old school Maplestory class. Finish off the hero classes. Devamp them to... It's fine. I mean, I'm not saying make the skills specifically weaker. I mean, like... There's so many assets in this game that you could make a version of a class. That would be Mihail Bote. That'd be Mihail. You're looking for a Mihail. The tank class in Maplestory has always been Mihail. No. That's just my opinion on it. I think you can't just... Oh, that's not that modern. Mihail came out not long after Big Bang. It's pretty early Big Bang. Mihail is the warrior guy who represents the Cygnus Knights, the warrior who represented a Dawn warrior. They made him as a class that you could play, which was interesting. I thought they were going to do it with all of the Cygnus Knights, like main knights. They didn't. It was weird. I don't know why they just picked him. Weird choice. I wish they had the other 4. I guess they couldn't think of anything. But no. They'll need to make their own content. Maybe their own custom. It doesn't need to be a Pathfinder per se. Their own custom archer choice, and their own custom. I think Cannoneer works fine. I think Cannoneer was early enough to where they could use most of the kit from Cannoneer and make it devamped into old school and make it interesting and still good. Maybe change a few things to fit the style a bit more because it was a little bit different. But like, finish off the heroes. They need Mercedes. They need... I don't know about Luminous. Luminous, I guess. And I didn't like Luminous. I'm being biased. They need Mercedes, they need Luminous, and they need... what's the 5th one? Phantom. Phantom would be rad as hell in old school. Phantom would be absolutely rad as hell in old school. Phantom's whole identity is You have a few kind of weak attack skills and a few weak buff, like decently okay buff skills. But their whole kit is you can steal attacks and abilities from other classes and use them. One at a time, one per job, essentially. But you can steal HS and get a kind of weaker HS and still be kind of HS. And then, like, you could steal some attack skill from 4th job. I think it'd be rad as hell in old school. You know, that would be really cool. In modern Maple, Phantom sucks ass. They can't steal all the skills you think they could steal. They get weaker when they, you know, the skills obviously get weaker when you steal them. You can't steal certain skills that would make sense that you could steal. Because you can steal other skills like it, but you can't steal this one for some reason. I don't know. Phantom is weak as fuck. Oh, I don't say keep the identities from Modern Maple at all. I don't give a fuck about their identities in Modern Maple. I'm not saying, oh, take the identity of this class and stick it. No, just they need to be able to make more content. Once they run out of content, they have to make some new stuff. Otherwise, the game will die. That's how MMOs die. That's the reason why. It's the reason why OS RuneScape, old school RuneScape. That's why that game is the 5th most popular MMO of all time right now. With over 100,000 concurrent players, I believe, something like that. I'm asking years down the line. I'm not saying anytime soon. Once they run out of content, they need to make new classes. Oh yeah, they have a lot to keep. They haven't even released a new one of the already in old school classes in Korea, right? And when they run out of content that's from Korea, they can start releasing stuff from other versions if they wanted to. They could release NLC nerfed. So they could release Crimson Woodkeep with that raid. You know, they have a lot they could release. But once they run out of stuff in a couple years, right? Start releasing new classes. They can't let the game die. You know, there's only 2 solutions to it, right? It's either... Actually, there's only 3 solutions to it. 1 is let the game die. I don't think anyone wants that. 2, a more obvious solution, is a wipe, and then restart from the beginning. I don't think Artale should do that. I don't think any server should do that unless they advertise that they're going to wipe at some point. It needs to be advertised up in front, up front and center. If a server wipes without advertising it, I will never touch it. And a lot of people will never touch it. Yeah, that too. Whether or not the game survives that long, we'll see. I think it will. I think it'll be fine. And the third option, which is the option I think Artale would have to go to if it survives that long. More content. Once you run out of content, new classes. Demakes of old classes. You know, devamps. Their own custom classes that never existed before. Like, for example, what would be a really rad archer class? I think a musketeer, right? There was a JMS exclusive class called Ayumi or Ayami or something like that. It was, if anyone knows Hayato or Kana, it was the third one. It was the gun one. They had a gun. China had a custom version with a regular gun. It didn't have a musket. JMS had a musket class. But I think a musketeer would be a great third archer class. I don't know why they went with a fucking archer hasn't had a third job in a long time. We need to make a third job. Oh, what is it? Holy shit! What can we do? Let's give them a really big ghostly spectral bow. Oh, so another bowman. Yeah, another bowman. Okay. Sounds great. Fucking, are you stupid? You missed such a great opportunity to make them actually unique. There is no musket class in GMS. What the hell are you doing? So I think a game like Artale could go with a musketeer as the third class for Archer. It makes sense. It's wholly unique from anything else. Like, what else could they do? A slinger with a sling? I don't think that works. Yeah, it was JMS. And the third pirate makes sense to be canon. It was already decent. I can't really think of any other pirate idea other than Cannoneer. Unless they want to do a pirate with a sword. Yeah, it makes sense. The Necromancer would be cool. I mean, an old school class that they make a Necromancer would be rad. They did have a summoning class, kind of, with, Beast Tamer was kind of a summoning class. There was a lot of classes that are summoning classes. Gunslinger turned into a summoning class, basically, with modern revamps. So it's the most summon-heavy class in the game. They made Bowmaster kind of a summoning class. Kanna's kind of a summoning class. Theme is summoning, not really a summoning class. But classes that actually have summons, you know, Bowmaster has a summon. Probably the best summon in the game, but it sucks. I don't like it. I don't like modern Bowmaster. I like bottom Bowmaster's spammable. It's fun. But all the summons they use, I don't like. I never liked summoning classes that much, but I think a dedicated summoner class in old school would be great. Like a Necromancer. Release a third job for every class, and then release a fourth job for every class. No. Sorry. A third job choice for every class. So, you know, dual blade, cannoneer, and a musketeer or something. And then release a fourth choice for every class. Could be cool. A new warrior choice, a new archer choice other than musketeer, a new pirate choice, a new choice. I don't know. Would be a fun warrior. What warrior are we missing? Any ideas? Another snowflake. Yum, 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 yum. 140 mil. 140k. Yum, 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 yum. That could be good. Isn't the berserking class that uses axes just hero? Like, the optimal hero was always an axe wielder, right? Like a two-handed axe wielder. That was what you needed to do to be optimal. And Dark Knight is, especially in Modern Maple, was definitely a berserker. Dual wield swords make sense. I mean, this has already been done in Modern, but I mean, the weeb in me says a katana-wielding samurai. Not Hayato. Like a new class. But, you know. I don't know how you'd be able to differentiate it from Hayato, since Hayato already exists. It's hard to do away with biases based on things that you already know. And Hayato is a very popular class. I don't know how they'd be able to do that, but weeb in me says katana. Pirate already has a brawler, so a fist class already exists, so we can't really do that. Unless they want to make a boxer, which would be weird. I was thinking a cutlass and a gun for pirate. So it would also be a dual wielding class, but it would be a gun and a sword. So kind of like how Dual Blade uses a katana in their shield slot, there would be a new type of gun for the shield slot for the new pirate class. So it'd be a pirate class that uses a sword, a one-handed sword, and a gun. I think I already know exactly what would be for rogue though. I think it would be very simple. You already have a dual blade, which uses 2 daggers. What if you had a cowboy, yeehaw yeehaw, that got a pair of pistols, a pair of specifically like 6-shooters, right? And they'd have like bonuses based on whether or not it's the first shot in your 6-shooter or the last shot in your 6-shooter. I don't know. That could be neat. Yeehaw, yeehaw, cowboy. Cowboys are outlaws. They are, I mean, not outlaw as in the Corsair job, third job, but they are, you know, not good people. They were people who robbed banks. They were people who robbed trains, killed people. Cold blood. Definitely roguelike. I think the main differentiator between that and a Corsair would be something along the lines of, you know, 4th job Corsair is a class that is all about burst, right? You have a burst phase. You pop your ship, you get your ship for a minute and a half, and you do a bunch of damage while in your ship, right? I think a cowboy class would be a non-burst class. I think there would be a sustain class. Probably not. It's too much to ask them to do their own animations for it. They'd have to hire an animator for that. And it's a lot of work for a single animator to do pixel art for this kind of game. But it's fun to come up with, like, custom ideas. If there was a 4th one for Ranger, we already thought of a Musketeer. What would be a 4th one? We already have a Bowman, a Crossbowman, and a Musketeer. What would be a 4th Bowman? I don't know. A bowman who throws rocks. Would a bard fit bowman? And the reason why they're still a bowman is because they use a violin, and it's a play on words where they use a bow to play the violin. And it would be a support class like cleric. I don't know. I don't think that it works at all. I guess. I've never played Ragnarok, so I would imagine so. I'm more thinking of Dungeons and Dragons, but that's the only frame of reference I have, really. I'm sure what you're thinking in Ragnarok. My wife loved Ragnarok. I'm sure what you're thinking is probably more like what it would end up being. Some kind of support class. Blah, 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 blah. Does that fit Ranger? I don't think it does, but funny idea. It would just be a play on words, really. Or a guitar. Imagine it, a fucking ranger choice that uses the shreds out of a guitar. That'd be really funny. You know what? A dedicated summoner class that is a ranger. This would be more like a ranger from the prospect of Dungeons and Dragons, right? You're a Beastmaster, and that is your 4th job title. And you can summon wolves to attack for you. You can summon birds. And you can do things of that nature. I think that would make sense as a 4th job choice for Ranger, for Bowman. A D&D Ranger, Beastmaster. And you could have a constant summon at all times that automatically attacks enemies for you. That's either, it's like maybe a wolf, or more likely a bear if it's based on D&D. Not like the bear from Aran, very different. It would be not an attack skill, it would just be a summon that follows you around and attacks enemies with you. I think that would make sense. A mandolin. I like the mandolin. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of people. Dragon classes. Oh, you mean like, what's his name? I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Kaiser. The class that came out and then at the same time, the Maplestory devs were like, oh, well, now that we have a dedicated dragon class, Dragon Knight, fuck you. And got rid of that identity completely. Yeah, him. Something like that. Like, not really summons, but more like placeable versions of... What's the assassin skill? Shadow partner. Placeable shadow partner. It seems dope as fuck, but that would be a lot of work, yeah. It seems dope as fuck, but guess what? Modern Maplestory has a class that has a skill like that. It's called Nightwalker. Yes, it is Nightwalker Cygnus Knight. They get a placeable shadow partner thing. And it stays in place, and it isn't very good, but it's pretty good in bossing because you can switch places with it a few times while it's summoned, which allows you to get out of really troublesome situations sometimes. But having that as the main mechanic could be interesting. They'd have to do a lot more with it, but at least the precedent exists in modern Maple, which means making a skill like that wouldn't be that difficult. Since it already really exists, they just need to touch it up and figure out how it works and I don't know, something like that. I can't believe Mulong is coming out tomorrow, the day after I get to level 70. God damn it. I had to train my ass off at a place I've already trained my ass off at. I didn't get to go somewhere new for the leveling process. God damn. It was bound to happen. I made it knowing that I would probably outlevel Mulong, but I can't believe it happened exactly the day before it comes out. Fuck. It's fine. I don't know. Maybe I'll do maybe I'll do Pika tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly. I might do it. I don't know how much I'm gonna do it. I like PBQ, but it isn't that much EXP, and although I could get a better a best in slot hat there, it's I don't know. It's a lot of runs to get that hat. I'll probably run it a few times because I like the party quest, but I don't think I'm gonna park there and wait. Knowing what it was like at LPQ when it first came out, I don't know. OPQ isn't exactly people's favorite party quest, and even that was crowded. PPQ, everyone liked PPQ. I think it was ugly, but that's just me, I don't know. Hot take, it was ugly. Probably. If they didn't, 350 runs is fucking crazy. More Bossa Nova! More! Uh-huh. Especially with how most people like that party quest, right? I don't know if there's going to be as many level 70s as there are level 50s, because the average level of player, I think, right now is 60. But I mean, it's only that level because most players quit before they get to their job. Because most people who come back to old school Maplestory realize they like the game a lot, but they don't want to grind until level 70. Which is why people watch streams like this, to live vicariously through people who will grind to level 70 and beyond. And then they will take it further beyond. $160 channels right now? Jesus Christ, that's a lot of channels. Are they all full? If all 160 channels are full... Okay, let's do the math. All 160 channels, just out of whatever, are did I get to 70? Great, I stopped right at that point. That's funny. 160 channels are full, times, right, 60. That's about 10,000 concurrent players. A little less, about 10,000 though. Increase the dexterity. Grenade. I can now do the thingy. Okay. Hometown. Before I even go there, I should do this thing, Bob. Yeah, at least a tenth of them are bots. But still, 9,000 concurrent players is crazy. Hello, Vogan. Finding crystals, right? Yes, dark crystal. 2, please. Thank you. Just in case I fuck up again. I did last time, because I'm fucking bad at video games. And last time when I fucked up, the fucking the free market was down. The such shit. the auction house was down last time I fucked up. On my fucking Archer. I think it was the first time that it was down, and it was down for like 12 hours or something. Such a pain in the ass. Who am I talking to? You? Yes, I'm willing to take the test. The Necklace of Strength. From Kirin. So I need to go to Nautilus. Okay. Yeah, I just waited a day. I like logged off and was sad because I had the dark crystal in advance, but I fucked up because I'm really stupid. I shouldn't have bought all of those snowflakes. I probably should have bought 10 more teleportation rocks. But oh well, I guess who cares? Let's do 85% because she's gonna hit like a fucking truck. I can buy 10 more for 100, like 1.4 mil or something. That's fine. Oh goodness. Job advancement time. Kryn. I want to advance search job pirate. Just ran deep within the Victoria Island ant tunnel. Yes. Wasn't the one an ant tunnel for... Wasn't that one for... Bowman? Oh. I'm dumb. Going back to Nautilus. Because I'm stupid. Ah, excellent. Let's see. The way Aran holds this pole arm is dorky as fuck, and I like it a lot. Very funny. Door to dimension. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Every day is arms day. Okay. For good luck. Yeah, those for just in case. Good. Ooh, why are you not healing me very fast, Penguin? Just keeping a finger on my fucking shift bar. Keep up, Penguin, you piece of garbage. No. Excellent. Now I need to go back to Kryn, right? Kieran? And then go to Orbis? So go back to the guy? Or do I go to... I'll go back to Kieran until someone tells me otherwise. Fortunately, I have a scroll. I think I can go immediately back to Elnath, but just in case. Yep, good thing I went back to her first grade. Yes, 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 I'll go back to what's-his-face. Let's see, where am I going? No. Elnath weapons will work. Yeah, it's closer. Pirate instructor, test of strength. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Necklace of wisdom. Archer? Okay. Okay. Now where is it? Is it in Deadmine? Is it right here? Or is it just at the top of this area? Yes, I will. Anyone remember where the place is? I was gonna log on to my other character and just teleport to them, but I don't want to do that because I'm lazy. see. Where would I do it? Yeah, I think it's up one. If not in this very map. Let's see. Should be in game tips. Alright. Third job advancement tutorial. No, that's not it. I know there is a list. Third job advancement question answer. There's a thing. I know there was a list. I'm just gonna look it up as I go in. Let's go ahead and do this. I have 2 chances. Otherwise, I have to spend more money. I don't want to. Will I instantly die? I don't think so. No. Stay away. Don't touch me. Hello, Jeff. Hefe. Nice to see you. Okay, I think it's up here somewhere. I'm going the right way. Oh, stupid. I think I might be stupid. No, right there. I think so. Maybe I'm not stupid. I think it's up here. There it is, I think. Yes. Very good. A place Aran has never set foot in before. If you wish to be tested for wisdom, offer a dark crystal. Are you ready for the questions? Blah, 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 blah. Yes. Testing wisdom. Let's begin. Which of the following is incorrect when attacking a monster? Fire deals stronger ice tribute. Holy deals poison, deals stronger damage to boss monsters. I know this one is wrong. That is the truth. It's green mushroom, right? Level 15. Level 22. Maybe this axe stump. Let's look it up. Is it axe stump? Are you sure, Bote? If you're wrong, I will kill you. Thank you. Artale's birthday. I think this one. Someone says October 16th. I'll double check with another source just in case. Yep, someone says they got it with October 16th. Excellent. It's Elma the housekeeper, right? I know Sergeant Fox is there. I don't recognize Scatter or Jade. It's Elma the housekeeper, right? I thought so. Yeah, I think so too. Cannot be found in Orient. This one I'm not sure about. I can't even go check. I'm not going to guess because I have no fucking idea. I know there was a community post with a thing. Did I link it to myself? I don't think I did. Don't be here, I'm here. That's good. Sure, I will Google the normal answers. Let's see. No, they don't have a question on Orient. So it must be here. Glad that you don't get timed out. Maplestory Legends. I know someone had a... Here it is. Hello. Here's a guide for the and Artale specific questions you'll need later. Expand. Show the whole file. And I'm looking for Orient. Right, so I'm looking for who is the NPC? Looking for the word Orient. Okay. Syria, illness, Maple Island. Something, something, something. Oh, come on. I am stupid. Come on. Give me the answer. Maybe it is. Orient NPCs. Command F. Siren first. She is there. Carcassa. He is there. Muhammad. He is there. Philia. She is not there. That had better be correct. I will end you. That's right. Hello, Sushi. Welcome. Do you know the answer to this? I'm pretty sure it's Philia. I haven't been able to figure it out. I'm stupid. Pretty sure these three are there. I haven't been able to find it, so if you figure it out, I'm pretty sure it's Philia based on my research. But I'm not 100%. I'm like 90%. I don't trust myself. I trust you more, Sushi. Sure, I'll wait a moment. Fuck you, Steffi, you suck. Just kidding. In the meantime, I'm gonna open this cookie. I'm gonna do it in the microphone. Is this good for you guys? Do you like the sound of crinkling paper? Is this nice? Oh yeah, there we go. How about that? ASMR. Is this gonna be good? It's an okay cookie. That's all right. I'll trust my Googling, and I'll go with Philia. Yes. But who knows? I'll do Philia. Excellent. Don't need that map anymore. And I have a spare crystal to sell. No! Go back! Cookie. I checked Wikipedia, Steffi. Excellent. Very nice. Burst fire is a lot of fun. But no. Flamethrower. It only hits 2 monsters at first. Yeah. Why summon level 1? What? No. That's not how that works. Now, where do I put it on my keyboard? I have 3 keys that I use. Do I put it on E? I guess. Very cool. I now have a flame-spitting polearm. Isn't that great? Let me eat more cookie. Oh yeah. I heard this earlier. Blammo. What? That's fine. So 73 to 123%. Wish it was more specific. Okay. Where should I test this bullshit out at? I guess we'll test it at the normal spot. 1 left. It won't even be better. Ah, there's someone here. Damn it! What an asshole. Taking my spot. Fine. What are you talking about, Steffi? I'm doing it just to trigger you at this point, apparently. Glad I wasted it. I'll waste more of them. My wife and I had local Italian food for lunch, and by local I mean it wasn't very good. There are better Italian places. 9 mil, very good. Etc. Now let's just sell this dark crystal. I'm just kidding. Let's see. It's fine. Free market. Mighty bot. Am I? I didn't know I was in a closed channel. Okay. 61. Bear with me. That'll work. was it called again? I'm stupid. Mighty. Five-ish mil? Sure. All right. Okay. Don't tell me it failed. Stop telling me it failed. Thank you. All right. What would be a good spot to try it? What would be funny? Do any of you have the dual ghost pirates? No. I'm gonna skip this one. Ironic that it's the Aran theme. Dual ghost pirates are resistant to fire, I believe. Wait, no, they're not. That's Vikings. Spirit Vikings. Alright, yeah, it's Spirit Vikings that are resistant. That was a misspeak. Does anyone have the... I don't care, never mind. Let's try... I guess. I don't think this will be... Caps lock. What? Oh, those were some floating teddies. I don't use caps lock for anything, I don't think. Oh, no I do. No I don't. No I don't. Actually, we're going down here, might as well. Let's do 95%. Because if I get hit once, I would like it to heal me. Maybe not by that, but in general. Oh my god, that's so much damage. 28, holy shit. Okay. I don't think this will work. But I want to try it anyway. I need probably a few levels. Level 77 is what people usually say. I want to try it because I'm Master Soul Teddy. Doop doop boo ba doo doo. Doo ba doo ba doop ba doo. Doo ba doop ba doop ba doo. No one's here. Let's register this map because I'm gonna be back here eventually, I'm sure. Should clean this up. I'm gonna get rid of this. No. Yum, 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 more snowflakes. Ooh. Oh, they hit hard. Holy garbage. You'd better heal me fast enough, you fucking garbage thing. No. Don't touch me. No, it doesn't last very long yet. It's not worth it yet. That's fine. Oh, I think I will wait for tomorrow for more grinding places, because God knows I don't want to go back to Coldfield right now. No, thank you. I don't know if I'm gonna do pirates. But I can do more free market stuff. Dark crystal sail, very good. Well, let's see what we have for armor. Let's see, pirate. Armor overall, let's say 70 to 90. I'm gonna do a selection. It's fine. Unit price, lowest to highest. Now let's do highest first. That's not bad. Too expensive, but that's not bad. I mean, why are people selling these for such exorbitant prices when they suck? All this strength in the world. That one's better. Red Visca. +1 dex. Isn't that fantastic? Ooh, +2 dex. So much better. Holy shit. You were saying about getting a much better overall, but there isn't that much that's very good. Not without pulling godly rolls, maybe. Let's see, what about the two-handed? Let's see, guns. Yes. Let's see, level range. Let's say 70 to 1,000. Unit price, let's say most expensive. How is that 23 mil? They had an above average 72, and they got 60% on it, I guess. I mean, I guess it's good, but it's not worth 23 million. Same with this one. Same with that one. I mean, mine's better than that. I don't have the strength for it. Thought about it for a second. This is good, but not at that price. Am I sure that that's not worth it? Yeah, it's not worth it. Peacemaker. 80 attack, 70 attack. No. I know, right? So many terrible peacemakers. Got a load of plus 370. Level 70 is worse than my gun. Not that much worth anything. Yeah, probably not. Why, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What about hats? I wonder. Five and 3. 3 and 1, 4 and 2, 3 and 4, 3 and 3, blah blah blah. Not very good. No one is scrolling hats, apparently, because hat scrolling is expensive. I mean, if I wanted a 4-dex hat, I could just go with a bone helm. Boner, okay. 3 decks, I guess. Interesting. I wonder why. That's not worth that much money. That's about more what this is worth right here. Still too expensive. Not really. At least I have this now. It's not very good yet, but it'll be a better spammable option eventually. I agree, which is also one of the reasons why I don't like modern Aran, since they have a thing called Adrenaline Rush. Before the update, yesterday, day before yesterday, recently, they had a skill called Adrenaline Rush. I think they still have it. And what'll happen is, around the edges of the screen when you use it, they will light up with fire. Because it gives you max combo. And then you click a different skill and it becomes this super thing where all your skills are enhanced. It's interesting. I don't know why they went with fire. Aran has a gold theme with Maha. They could have done that. That'd have been cooler. But they went with fire for some reason. Yes. They also gave it a Firebird in Beyonder Blade pretty early on when they introduced hyper skills. I don't like Beyonder Blade. Beyonder Blade is stupid. It's really powerful, but I don't like it. How long have I been streaming? 3 hours? That's good. That's not bad. I've had a good amount of viewers this whole time. Got to level 70. It only took 3 hours because I'm bad at video games. I could grind some more, but no, fire training sucks. I guess I could fire train for a second. Let's go back to a spot that I know I can handle. I think there's someone here. I might have to move channels. Yes, give me a second. I'll change channel and we can do some fire training for a second. I think they're weak to fire, so that might actually do some good damage. It's not going to do very good damage. It only hits 2 monsters at the moment. But hey, I can do some fire training for a minute. Nah, I'm just gonna. I already changed channels. Sorry. Better spot, worse layout. I don't really want to have to deal with the boss. Well, actually, you know what? It might not be a worse layout with Gunslinger. I like the layout more, in a way. Here we go. Bosses usually can't. Alright, right, let's fix this. I think, did I already? Nope, fixing it. Very good. Let's waste some more money because Steffi doesn't like it. Excellent. Ooh. Looks good. Isn't very good yet. But fun. It'll be good soon. I don't think they're weak to fire, actually, now that I see it. It's doing too little damage. They might be strong. Excuse me. It'll be slower at first. I'll have to go back to regular grinding for a while. But it'll eventually be way better. 77 is what people say. 75, 77 is when you can go to Phantom Watches. I like how it only hits 2 mobs, but it inflicts more than 2 mobs with fire. Any mob in the radius will get inflicted with the fire, even if it wasn't hit. Doesn't need to be maxed. Oh well, maybe it does need to be maxed since it's... Kinda wish I could have taken this attack, the triple shot. I like that attack a lot. They probably need to be maxed because they're not weak against fire. Like Phantom Watches are, and there's like a huge discrepancy. And I mean, you can see the difference. I hit this guy with the fire attack, it does a ton of damage, but if I hit the brown guy, it's like significantly less damage. Like 1k less damage on average. Oh, it does. I think the damage over time scales off of max HP, but it still does more damage over time. Flames, fire, burn! Ha ha ha! Burn! Die, burn! Fire, holy shit! We went flying! It's true. I get bonus EXP, I might as well ride that out. Yep, last level of 2 times experience. More like 1.8 times experience, because this is KMS experience, and KMS gets about 20% less experience than GMS. Actually, at that point, it'd be more like 1.6x compared to GMS. And at next level will be 1.2x, and the level after that will be normal rates for KMS, which is 0.8x. Yep. In old school, GMS got a little bit of boosted rates. It wasn't that much. 20% wasn't that much. But you could definitely feel it if you could play KMS. That's why, despite it being 2x on this server, it still feels a little slow, right? Going from levels 1 to 70 feels a little slow. Despite it being supposedly 2x, it's not 2x, it's 1.6. Because it's KMS rates. Which is fine. Obviously not preferable. If a GMS server released GMS version of old school released, and it had Aran, let's switch to it. Fire! Burn! Oh, they're all dead. I forgot to lit the ball on fire. Are there any popular streamers in Maple Royal something? Oh yeah, I'm sure it would be popular, yes. Are there any popular streamers right now that stream Gunslinger on Artale? Relatively popular. I mean, like Maplestory streamer popular. We have a, I wouldn't call him popular, but a decently okay, popular-ish streamer who does Cleric, the Mitsuhihi guy. We got Assassin and Paladin from Dino. We have Paladin from someone else, I forget his name. We have DK on Togane, who will eventually be also a gunslinger, so I better milk it while I can. Also, thank you for bothering. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell notification. Don't forget to join. Don't forget to use your Twitch primes. Don't forget to regular subscribe and do the higher rate thing. Don't forget. The stream is brought to you by Red Shadow Legends. No. I have no monetization on this yet. Scroll? Where? Left platform? I didn't get it. Did it already disappear? Oh, good. No, it was Earrings HP. It's alright. I don't notice all the time. I'm reading chat at the same time. Thank you. I get so many shield defense 60s from here. When I was going for my Blaze capsule, wait a minute, before actually, I gotta test this shit. Blaze capsule. So we see what it does with Blaze capsule. Let's see what it does without Blaze capsule. I was doing Boko, you know, like 2k damage per hit. Let's see. Let's see what fucking happens. It's gonna be this stupid low. Yeah. Yeah, no. That's much better. It's not even that good yet, and it's much better. When I was getting the Blaze capsule from Cellians, I got a single 60% claw scroll in the 12 levels I was there. But I got, you know, 20 shield defense scrolls. I think even more than 20, actually. And no crossbow attack scrolls, which also dropped there. Which is fine. In the end, it was worth it. I got the freaking Blaze capsule way ahead of schedule. I didn't have to buy it like it was like Steffi here. What, I have the same amount of people watching me as that Mitsuhihi guy? Wow. Must be a popular streamer now. Holy shit, oh my god. Even the snowflake. There's another 140k. I'm tasty. Sorry about that. I have a flamethrower now. What must be not wealthy as fuck? Not really, I'm not that wealthy. I don't have that much money in real life, and who the hecky hell? He's here for the Ice Witch, I think. No, he's going up. Now he's going to go and grind lycanthropes, maybe? That would make sense. I think that was a song from Mercedes. I killed the witch. The witch gives 150k at least. Wait a minute. No. That would be copyright. Go back to Maplestory music game. Shuffle. I think I caught that before copyright kicked in. What would you think? What do you think? Maybe? If I wanted to kill the copyright censors and get copyright stricken on every single video I played, I could do my regular playlist. Excuse me. I think you can still get taken down during streaming while doing copywritten music. Don't think it happens very often, but I'm pretty sure you can. At least on Twitch you can, as far as I know. It's not enforced very often. And I'd rather use these videos afterwards. That's not Twitch's fault. Like, you shouldn't go on to stream and play the Beatles, you know? Like, are you freaking nuts? You shouldn't go streaming on Twitch and listen to U2 on stream. Like, are you an idiot? Fucking Coldplay, I don't know. Your video's gonna get taken down like that, you know? Instantaneously. Depends. There's a lot of music you can use. Video game music, for the most part, can be used a lot. I use my Skyrim music. I use RuneScape music. You know, there's a lot of jazz you can play as well. That is, I mean, look, the artist deserves to be paid when people make money while their music is being played, to an extent. You know? Okay, no, we've already listened to this. Right? My other playlist has Skyrim music in it. I've played it on stream before. I have old school RuneScape, new RuneScape, and Maplestory music in my other playlist. It's for Minecraft mostly. I play that music while playing Minecraft with my wife because she loves Minecraft. I think Minecraft is good. It's a fine game. I like it. But it doesn't have enough ambient music. It has good music in the game. It's just doesn't play often enough. No, do not disappear, glove. You're mine. Okay. Let's see. I'm sure. I don't really play it that often, so I usually just have a playlist playing. What do we got? We got scroll for earring, some helmet int, could be worth something. Two-handed blunt weapon for accuracies. I can give those to Dino because they were worth nothing. Some gun attack scrolls. Let's put those up here. Magic defense, one-handed axe accuracy, shield defense, knuckle accuracy, two-handed axe accuracy, one-handed sword attack. So much garbage. Don't think that's a very good cleave. Okay. I think I'm going to end the stream for tonight. It's getting a little late. Well, not really that late. I could play more. But I want to wait till tomorrow. There's going to be some new content. I'll be able to stream it. Maybe. Hopefully. I have some episodes of shows I want to catch up on tonight anyway. I don't want to level up here anymore. I have been here at a total of I think like 50 levels or so, including my crossbowman. And I am now sick of this place. And I would like to go somewhere different. I don't want to go to Cargo's. No, I'll probably go to Crews and Captains. Because I like Crews and Captains. It's a great map. As long as they didn't nerf the spawn rate, that is great. GT4 is also great. But I like Crews and Captains. That was my favorite. That's the place that I trained so much on Aran. So I'm very happy to go there. I'll be able to go there tomorrow. If I'm streaming tomorrow, I'll let you guys know. I'll post it in the Discord. The mob Discord. For anyone else, don't forget to subscribe. So you know if I'm streaming, if anyone here isn't from mob. And I will see you tomorrow. Oh, perfect ending. Aran music. Goodbye.